Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Abby with Abby Reviews. Now, I know y'all be like, oh, she's holding her mic again, but it's the reason for that. The reason is I'm sick and I barely have a voice, and that's why I've been missing in action the last couple of days. So, we're going to try and get some content pushed out for you. I have some hot Theraflu with honey on deck to try and help me get through this. But we're going to start with the real world. The newest episode of The Real World, Homecoming. I'm gonna do an episode of Harlem. I'll do an episode of I'll get started on Ladies Who List, and I think and do the last two episodes of Selling Tampa. That is my goal for today, to try to push out some content for y'all today. I don't know how many of those I'm gonna get done, but that's our goal. So let's jump into Real World Homecoming. Reggie's still looking for David right now. Okay, let's go. Okay, so some time has passed and all of my medicine tea is gone. But we gonna get this review done. So we come back and Beth A and Irene's transgender children of their families come. Because I don't know what the babies are transgendering as. I didn't catch it. I don't want to misgender these babies, so I'm just gonna refer to them as the babies, because I don't know what they are, and I'm not finna be rude and misgender them children. So, Beth and her baby had a beautiful conversation about how hard it is for them to come into the awareness of themselves and take control of their lives, and Beth just is really just trying to be a accepting, like really be there for the baby and everything. And they talk about how they're going off to college and how they feel more secure in themselves now that they are able to be their true selves and all that good stuff. And it's a really beautiful moment, and it's absolutely wonderful. Support your children, your LGBT children, parents. You got one job. You got one fucking job. Support your kids. Damn. Okay, so that beautiful thing happened, and then we get back to David and his big bag of bullshit. So John, in all of his infinite wisdom, trots his little fat ass up to David and be like, well, you know, Tammy called her husband. He was looking for you. He was irate. And David proceeds to play the ultimate victim. Like, woe is me, what did I do? There was no need for her to do all of that. You see how this is a trap, and they trying to put me in this position, and da 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 da. Nigga, are you crazy? Are you legit crazy? You're mentally unwell. You're mentally unstable. And it's all about what was done to him, what was done to him. No mention of the fact that Tammy wasn't going to call anybody until you started walking back and forth, threatening her, calling her 16,000 bitches, and she was going to snatch her wig off her head like you snatched the blanket off of her. And Irene, you two-faced bitch. I know good and fucking well, I shouldn't be surprised after you said the N-word the other week. You got on there with your dented forehead and said, oh, despite how crappy he was acting, how much shit he was talking, and how mean he was being, it was a shitty thing of her to call her husband. I know you motherfucking lying to me when you was ready to call the cops and scream rape 28 years ago. So it's okay for him to harass and threaten her, but it's not okay for her to call her husband to protect her. Is that what you're trying to say? Help me understand, daughter, because that don't make no fucking sense. Is that what you're trying to say, sweetheart? That is absolutely 100% okay for this black man to harass this black woman, call her 16,000 bitches, threaten to snatch her wig off of her head. But she's wrong for calling her husband to address the situation and the disrespect being given. I want you to go to the bottom of hell, woman, because you're stupid. You're stupid. And now Beth A is crying. So David decides he's going to leave. They're leaving the next day. why he decided that it's the better part of valor for him to leave that night. He's like, because somebody gonna get it, and I'm gonna go crazy, and blah blah blah. So let me just leave now. Or you could go to bed and leave in the morning. But okay, fine. He decides he wants to leave because it's a trap and they're putting him in a bad position, and he got more to lose than anybody. What do you have to lose? You've proven to anybody who had an inkling that you had changed and grown up. That absolutely has not happened in the last 28 years. You're living in the victim mentality. It is woe is me bullshit. Go sit down, nigga. Just go sit down. This Uncle Ruckus pick me mentality that you got going on, sir. Please go sit down. Nobody cares. We haven't cared about you this last 28 years. We will continue not to care. You will disappear from the diaspora as soon as you get off of this TV screen. So go ahead and pack your bags. So he's packing his bags to leave because he doesn't know what he's going to do. Nothing. And then had the nerve to say, what her husband going to do to me? Ain't shit. But your ass running though. And then you crying about the fact that she called her husband. Make it make sense, bro. Make it make the fuck sense. It doesn't. You're stupid. Let's continue. Stupid ass. Okay, clearly this was the season finale. So they go to brunch, their last brunch, and they reminisce about the first night there 28 years ago, and they ate at a cafe across the way and all this good stuff. And you know, they share their good memories and they say their goodbyes and they say they love you. Beth S is really delusional and thinking that everybody's going to be best friends when they leave here. But, you know, it's whatever. Yeah, they're all super, you know, thank you, I love you, you know, keep in touch, all that good stuff. John, funny ass, when it was just him and Tammy left. Talk about, I told you we should have just locked the door behind us when we got here. And we wouldn't have had to do a bunch of this foolishness. It had just been me and you and we'd have been fine. So that was how the episode and the season ended, with everyone going home. This has been a very thought-provoking, emotional, you know, season. I'm very glad they did it. I'm not opposed to maybe even watching the first season and reviewing the first season if I get the chance. I got a lot of shows coming up, but you know, this has been my review and recap of Real World Homecoming season 2 episode 8, Fight or Flight part 2. Please, sirs and ma'ams, like, comment and subscribe, tell a friend to tell a kin, and I will catch you in the next one.